Good afternoon. You join us on a cold evening.
It is, I've just put my gloves and hat on.
Cold evening. You put them down the back of your neck. My hands up. A cold evening. What evening? Afternoon. Late afternoon. Autumnal afternoon. We're at Woodbridges Tide Mill.
Thanks for that.
Taking a sunrise of the tide mill.
We're not.
Sunset of a tide mill.
We're taking sunset.
I don't know what time it is, of the day or night. It's a bird.
And I'm hoping that the wind's going to drop slightly because in front of the tide mill is, what are you going to call it? A pool of water. Which then has a perfect reflection of the tide mill.
Sorry for looking up at the sky, but I am actually currently flying the drone.
Which is what I'm after today, is a reflection. Sunset and a reflection of the building in the water. But obviously you need low winds, and hopefully it should die down slightly.
Should do, shouldn't it? With any luck.
Yep.
The light is dropping already, Gemma.
It is.
I've
got to get set up. Ah, I'm going to fall over a second.
I'm gonna do an orbit of the tide mill.
Okay. He's going to carry on flying the drone. I'm going to set up the camera, and we'll be back.
Watch this space.
For the reflection photo, we're going to be using long exposure, just a gradient filter because it's going to be dark enough for a long exposure, a slightly long exposure. Sturdy tripod, f11 or more so that the building's all in focus.
Problem we are having though, Gemma, as you can see, it's that pesky wind.
It's going to drop.
It will drop. Oh, I know it will drop. It will drop. And the sky is colouring up now, so
yeah, it's going to drop.
Here's hoping.
What's the other points for?
Frame your composition so you get the full reflection of whatever the subject of the shot is. Try not to cut off the top, like we're struggling a bit here with the bank.
Well, that's as much as we get, though, isn't
it? It is, but we can actually get the whole of the tide mill reflected. That's why we're positioned exactly where we are. So all is good in the world.
Any other tips? Reason I'm badgering you on tips is because I've forgotten. They've kind of like popped out of my head.
There isn't much to it though. It's similar to any most landscape photography. Sturdy tripod, cable release, set your exposure via the histogram, manual focus, manual exposure, wait for the wind to drop for reflections. You want still water. Often you get that first light and last thing in the evening. The wind does tend to drop.
Which is what we're
Which
at
we've
now.
had. The drone's
stopped a couple of times.
The drone is being hassled by
my favourite oyster catchers.
Oyster catchers.
Yeah. I love them.
Yeah.
And I know they're about because look.
Ah.
That's how come I know that they're about.
Egg.
Is that egg? Are you serious? What?
Don't hit the tripod.
How is that an egg?
It's a clam. What is it? A clam.
No, it's an oyster.
An oyster.
Oyster catchers. Oyster.
Yeah. We can hear that. You sound like a horse.
A horse?
Yeah.
Oh, what, they're hooves?
Hooves.
I see. Right, I'm going to turn the camera around and show everyone what we can see.
I shall be putting a filter, my 100mm filter system. I shall be putting a filter on the front of the camera, probably only a gradient filter, a 3-stop medium edge gradient filter probably, because it's getting quite dark now. It's not going to want like a solid...
No, I've said a gradient already.
Yeah, it's not going to need a solid filter. it's going to be too dark. I've attached the filtering to the front of the lens so I can attach the main body of the filter to the lens. It consists of a polarizer at the front, which is controlled by this here, and you just basically look through the back of the live view or your viewfinder to see how much of the glare you want to take off the water. I'm happy with it there. Once you've got that set, this then acts like a normal filter housing where you can insert any filters that you want. I should be using a 3-stop ND grad. This goes into the top and then adjust for the light. So with the filter system attached, you merely raise or lower the height of the grad to darken or lighten the sky just enough, and then the polarizer you adjust. If you look at the water at the bottom, you just turn the polarizer to cut the glare off the water, whether you might want the reflection. Obviously in this case we do. And then you just wait for the colour of the sky to come, using the histogram to set the correct exposure. So I'm now shooting at 1/16 of a second at f11 for an even histogram, and then take the shot. So I've had great fun here, haven't you, Gemma?
I'm really cold. Really cold.
Man up.
Man up, I'm a girl, I'm a woman.
It's not that cold. It'll be colder next week in Scotland.
I hate it when you do that.
What?
Because then you determine that this week, this video comes on before the Scotland ones come on, and you put pressure on the order of the video.
Let's stop talking about it. We're still rolling.
We are rolling, it doesn't matter if we're rolling or not rolling. Oh, Richard.
What?
We've been joined by a little egret.
Oh yeah. So we have.
If only it was light enough to get a nice picture of it.
If only.
It's cold, it's past sunset. It was still enough to get a nice reflection in the water.
It was, yeah.
We're done, we're packing up. We are going to.
Gemma's going to buy
Where
me
are we
tea.
We are going to.
Gemma's going to buy me tea.
I'm going to buy tea. We
Yes.
are going to.
Yes, the right answer.
The cherry tree?
Gemma's going to buy me tea. I'm going to have a big fat burger.
For your big fat salad.
Yep. Yeah.
We are going to where? Cherry tree?
Yep.
The cherry tree in Woodbridge.
So,
After
is this us saying
visiting the Tide Mill.
Is this
Did
us
you know?
saying goodbye?
Do you know how old the Tide Mill is?
800 years that's been
Do
there.
you? Brilliant.
They've been producing flour here for 800 years and it's still producing flour now. One of the first in the country and one of the only ones left of its type in the
First
whole world.
country?
Yes, one of the first in
Really?
the country, yes.
Wow, it's an iconic building.
It is an iconic building.
Lovely in its structure.
On the
and
River Deben.
right on the bank of the River Deben. Stop stealing my words.
You should get them out faster.
Right on the bank of the River Deben. I was being polite and waiting for you to finish what you were saying.
Is that it? We saying goodbye?
The little egret is just eating a little fishy.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Oh, have you got your camera still set up?
'Cause
Oh,
I'm slow. So we are going to go now, aren't we?
I was going to see if I could
While
film
I'm
the
talking,
little
I can't
egret.
pack, so
I was going to see if I could film the little egret.
film the little egret.
Right.
It may or may not appear at the end of the video.
What? I've got
I haven't got anything.
200mm lens?
No, I haven't got anything
No, I
that
have.
long.
I've got 200mm lens.
Fill your boots.
Right, I'm going to see if I can get the little egret. It's going to...
I don't think there'll be a little egret video, but we'll see.
It's going to fly
Okay.
off, is it? I'm
See
going
you
to
later.
shout at it. Bye, everyone,
Bye.
from the Tide Mill, from here.